from the beginning of the process to the end of the process, we understand all the challenges that lie ahead. So can we move quickly to the next slide, Basil? Fantastic. If you all pull up your phones and ask Google, what does employability mean? I'm not bringing anything from out of space for you. I am going to speak on what you already have seen, you have heard, and you have, read in the past. But I'm here to just help you to emphasize on certain things that you need to we're here to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Some people have heard about it before, but they're going to hear a little twist to it today. Some people have never heard it before, so you're going to, gain that knowledge. And for those who were caught up in the old world and haven't transited into the new world, you are going to unlearn. So 3 things we're all going to do today: learn, for more people, relearn, then unlearn old ways and learn new things. So employability refers to, according to Wikipedia, like I told you, it refers to what? Your ability to gain initial employment. The first thing is you being employable. How do you get initial employment? When you get the job, how do you maintain on the job? How do you obtain new employment? Because, the workplace is constantly changing. New organizations are fast rising. You might be able to move from one place to the other if required. In simple terms, it's your ability to being capable of getting and keeping fulfilling work. So we're going to talk about all these parts. It requires what? You having the skills, you being knowledgeable. Understanding is another level that many people do not know. And then exhibiting personal attributes. So we're all going to break all this down. So let's first talk about today's workplace. For those who don't know, that many things have changed. And for people like us, we actually watched how the world was on hold 2 years ago due to the lockdown and the pandemic. I hope we all know. Thank God we are all survivors, and that's why we are here today. We realize that things change faster than we thought. In as much as the world was on lockdown, but we saw how things did move. Some people became more millionaires. I hope you know. Some people's businesses just got started. In fact, some people made so much money in the pandemic. Now that things are going back gradually, their business has to change again. Extremely fast-paced world. And I'm going to give you instances of what I mean by fast-paced world. Many organizations are facing customer demands. You and I, our requests are becoming so much more that many organizations cannot even cope to deal with our demands. Everybody wants to do internet banking now. Everybody wants to do transfer. Do you know how many transactions happen per second in Nigeria alone, let alone the world? How many payments go through in 5 minutes? You'll be amazed. We want this, we want that. You want to buy anything, flip your phone, go on Instagram, search. You already have people selling anything now. Well, nobody can hide. I hope you know. So we're going to talk about personal attributes, and I really need to focus this for those who intend to work. Your name is tied to your phone number. So I need to let you know, technology is so good, but guess what? We all need to be extremely careful. Your name is tied to your phone number. Your phone number is tied to your BVN. Your BVN is tied to your NIN. It's tied to your international passport. So whatever you do now, you'll be picked up from your house. You send a tweet. You are wondering they don't know you. You'll be amazed how they'll pick you up in your house the next morning we all need to be extremely careful. There are some terms we use in the workplace now. Many people have heard it, they don't even know what it is. You have terms like hybrid work. What does hybrid mean? A combination of work from home and also work on site in the office. It's called hybrid. So when you're going for an interview, you're having intelligent discourse with people, ensure to use such terms. It lets them know how exposed you are, how you are in tune with today's world. WFH, work from home. Teams call. Let's go on a call. You are wondering, call. Maybe I should call the mobile number. That's not what we're saying. Be in tune with today's world. Cloud technologies is in the cloud. Share me your folder. Google Docs. You are wondering, what do they use it for? Some people have heard all these terms. They have never tried using them. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about them. Mute your microphone. We heard that from Kelechi. To mute, to unmute. So many things are happening in the workplace. Mental health is now one topic in HR, taking priority over many things. I will still talk about that too. Customer journey. What do we mean by customer journey? There is no company that sells any product that doesn't understand what the customer journey is. So if you don't know, I'm dropping that to you today. Share your screen like what we're doing now. So guess what? I had one of my employees who had worked with us in 2017 to 2020 and left. So for 2 good years, she went into her own fashion designing outfit, and she has still been looking. She now decided to look for a job later. So we had a couple of projects and we called on her and we said, oh, are you available for 6 months? And she said, yes. So we got her onboarded and we asked her that, does she know about doing interviews virtually? Oh, she said, yes, fantastic. And then we started our weekly meeting and I told her to share her screen. And that's where the story started. Share screen. How? Where? What do I do? What do I press? Share your screen. This is someone who said, oh, no. You go to that interview and you make fantastic words. Oh, fantastic. Virtually, I hold meetings. The day you are now asked to champion the meeting, and then you fall apart. So we're going to talk about that today. And I'll give you little tips on how to get started. They are not expensive at all. Password reset. If you're working from home, you must learn how to reset your password yourself. There are some things you're going to do on your own. We call IT. Please help me to reset my password. And they send it to you, the instruction, and there you fall apart. And you tell me, oh, I only want to work remotely. I want to be a remote worker. Remote worker. You can't even write your name. You can't even type remote worker. Then when they start to scold you, that's when you tell me, oh, my mental health is at stake. Basic things you should know. So don't worry. I'm on that trend on Twitter about Generation Z. We have a program on Monday. So can we please mute our mic?
Dear workplace women, can we please mute our mics? If your mic is on mute and you're interfering, you may be removed from the call. Thank you. You may proceed, Bumi.
Maya muted. Maya muted.
Bumi, I think your mic is mute. We can't hear you anymore.
Okay, great. So somebody sent you a report to say, send me a report by COB. You're wondering, COB. COB. If you don't know, ask. Close of business. Close of business, COB. And then by the time some people see some acronyms in the workplace, that's it. They are thrown up. You need to go and get in tune. B2B, business to business, business to customer, B2C, ROI, return of investment. You are in the workplace. There's no business that does not want return of investment. That's the reason, the essence of that job, that work that you're doing is to help your organization get its return of investment. So you won't say, I'm just a back-end engineer. Oh, nothing concerning me with ROI. It's ROI that is paying your salary, Mr. Back-end engineer. So everybody must know that business aspect of the job. KPI, key performance indicator. You must document it with your manager so that the goalpost doesn't change. Before your manager starts to witch hunt you. You also ensure you do due diligence by signing, this is what I'm meant to do for 6 months, and ensure you stick to it. If you choose to take the time for that 6 months KPI to do your TikTok videos, then TikTok should pay you the salary. If you're an influencer, you earn money through that. Fantastic, that's your job, really. And I'm sure you've got KPIs that says you're supposed to produce how many content on a weekly basis. Sephinia, could you please mute your mic? Thank you. VPN, if you are working from home and you need to work on the corporate LAN in your office, they would connect you via VPN. What is the meaning of virtual private network? For you to move from your home work to your organization network to do all what you need to do and have access. Oh, somebody's already telling me I'm a Basbo's mom. Oh, don't worry. We're just getting started. I'm a reality coach. I don't know how to do big words, but I'll tell you what you need to do to survive. And I'm going to hit the nail on the head. Payment platforms. There's no organization now that's not involved in e-commerce. I know you all have bought things through Instagram, Twitter, all the social media platforms. You all put your card details on a certain platform. How many of these platforms have you heard about? Have you used? Internet banking. Some people don't even know how to do it. Check your own personal internet banking. Do transfer. Then you'll be abusing your mom. Oh. Mom's in tech. My mom can now do WhatsApp calls. Mom's in tech. You know, when they say, oh, women in tech, in fact, when my mom joined, you know, we had a conference family WhatsApp call. My mom was saying, hey, she cannot initiate that call. I said, hey, mom's in tech. My mom is 71. So it's not only women in tech that we all drop Basbos for. So InterSwitch, Flutterwave, QuickTeller, internet banking, which of these have you heard and used before? Try to know at least 4 or 5. So when you hear a new one, because you know, new platforms come up every day, technology, people are coming up with different companies. They can't be different from the norm. Do you understand? Work culture adaptability. So this is where it takes us to different generations. We're coming from different backgrounds. You know, I'm not for a toxic work environment. I have been a beneficiary, you know, I worked in such organizations. I would say they don't exist. In fact, so toxic. But what did I do out of it? I picked about the good elements there and I moved on. I have trained myself as a leader, you know, not to use languages for my team members. You're so stupid. Do you know what that means? I hear people say, you just daft, you know, leaders. You understand me? We all learn every day. And I can tell you leadership is not an easy job. So you know what I do for Generation Z? They are the ones with the mental health. I make them responsible for the team. That one that feels he knows how to talk. You are the one that will now lead the team. You know what will happen? His generation will wound him. They will kill him. You will hear what they dish out. And at the end of the day, they all bring themselves back to me. Then I laugh. Meanwhile, that's the leader of the pack. Oh. Tell you feel you know, Abby. So you know what? Champion that cause. I need to see a plan in place. Nominate who you are going to give each of the tasks to. And I want to see timelines. You understand? You know what happens? They now learn. I had one Gen Z in my team who said, after 5 months internship, she said, I need to give an honest feedback. She said, I know my generation, we like to be given free hand, we like to do things on our own, but your constant engagement with me for 3 months and your performance KPI was set from day one. This is what I expect you to do. On a weekly basis, I say rate yourself. So I'm not waiting for HR appraisal before you say, oh, that woman is just a witch. She just doesn't like anything about me. On a weekly basis, you are the one who will rate yourself. So I'll be keeping it. When it's time for appraisal, I'll tell you to bring out your 12 weeks assessments. Do an average and fill the HR form yourself. So guess what? You will do yourself at the end of the day. So that will fight you. I know how to deal with them. Gen Z, bring them on board. So my being a teenage teacher in church gave me an insight of how they think, their mindsets. So I actually came up with ways of dealing with them. All forms of communication. So when I talked about workplace adaptability, many organizations are on a transformation right now. They're trying to transit the old workplace to a new one to fit in today's world. So what do you think would happen in changes? They're trying to expunge toxic culture. Removing it does not say elimination. So you are still going to do what? Face it. That's reality for you. They are also trying to change jobs. New jobs are coming on board. Old jobs, in fact, have retired since. We have old people in the workplace who are also learning new skills. I once used to have a boss who didn't know how to send email. When he was, Bumi, come and do it. Oh. Bumi, they have sent me another one. Oh. Come and see it. Oh. Like it's my job to read his email and interpret for him.
It's 6 more minutes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so can we go to, so all forms of communication. Let me just go back to the slide. Jennifer, please, can you mute? Okay, so let's go straight into personal skills. You as an individual, you. What do I need to sell through the labor market? Because everybody say, there are no jobs. Hey, I have 150 positions opened. I'm always telling Kelechi, where are your people? I need this, I need that. I have over 12 million CVs. And I can tell you only 25% of them are okay. The others are empty. I've seen CVs and I've seen CVs in my life. What do? I carry Mommy Gio's bag. In CV, we have interviewed a candidate before. We did all the negotiation. And she said, I can't come to office on Friday. Why? We usually have choir practice and I cannot miss it. Todd, go and be singing for the Lord, though. It's heavenly goals. I don't want to be the barrier of your heavenly goals. Friday walk. The Muslims should come forward and tell us too now that it's Jumat day, Abi. And that Friday is holy day for Muslims. And they are going for Jumat, so no walk. So we told Madam that she should not, she should align with her heavenly goals. We have to allow her go. Even the Bible was clear. It says walk and pray. It did not say pray and walk. I hope you are picking one or two things because some people will want to attack me. That woman, oh, no. She likes her work more than heavenly goals. Nobody wants to dissuade you from your heavenly goals. Please, have it. Run it. So what is that attitude you need to have? So I see people come for interviews. Anyhow, they take them. You are talking to me and I'm asking you, why do you want to work for the company? Meanwhile, in your introduction, you told me, oh, I'm a fast learner. Then I ask you, oh, the company you are going for, what do they do? That's it. I did not even check that. That's the first way to know if you are a fast learner. Yesterday, I told you are going to work for hired.com. Hired.com, Google. Who is hired.com? What do they do? Who are the owners? That's a simple way to let me know you are a fast learner. But at that time when you tell me, oh, I didn't have time to research, you are not a fast learner. Simple. That is already out of my checklist. This one is lip service, no fast learner. Your ability to communicate. Please speak plain English. Leave all these times 1,000 comments that you always give. Hey, Ichoko, it will not fly in interviews. Please, Ichoko, who they breathe? We don't need it there. We will breathe well, I tell you. Learn how to communicate. A simple information about yourself. My name is Bumiteru. I'm a program manager with 20 years work experience. I have worked in ABC company. In the first company, I was introduced to that business. I helped the organization to do ABC. After 5 years, after gaining 1, 2, 3 things, I moved on to BCD Enterprises, where I was, you talk about your role, what you learned, what you did, and after like 6 years, project you were also part of. Those are like your achievements. I moved on to KLM Limited, where I was so difficult. That's why somebody will tell me, I am the first child of my parents. We are Christians. I'm from Amoronchu local government. I'm like, really? How do I want to give you a title here? Don't come in with that, I attend Redeem. Please keep your church. Al-Qarid Muslim, keep it. I'm the one who should know that this person possesses these skills like a Christian, like a good Muslim. Then I should ask you, after I'm interested in your competence, active listening, listen to questions. Some people will just, we listen to respond. But not that way. It is saying I only him sabi talk. But you jump into it, it will not work. Teamwork and collaboration. I can work in teams is a lie. They want to be at home. They don't even, some people are like that. See, know thyself. Can we move to the next slide? You are giving
the time is up, ma'am. Just 1 minute to round off. Thank you very much.
One team member knows that thing or has done that thing ahead of you. Can you get in touch with that person? Don't just sit and say, she always feel like big girl. That's what we do, competing with our team members who should help you. Do you know that should anything happen to you in the office and you drop or you faint, is that same Chineye that you hate that will carry you to the hospital? Leave all this, your haters at work. Haters, any small thing, hater. Who is hating you? Who knows you that is hating you? It's called the workplace. It's not a place for friendship. Sorry. My name is, I had my name here. Problem solving. Learn to think out. What do we do? Not fall apart. Hey, madam, that's how it happened. Can we calm down? Can we think through the problem? How do we get out of this problem? It's one of the reasons you were hired. You are not hired to tell the boss, sir, we have a problem here. Go on with your problem. Perseverance. How well can you go the extra mile? Generation Z, extra mile is mental health. I'm going home. I walk away. Oh, I couldn't deal. If I couldn't deal, we won't be here today. I'm not saying toxic. Sit down. Give it extra time. If it was your money you paid, wouldn't you sit down and give it extra time to deal with it? Learning and being teachable is the last one. This one, we can start a whole topic. Being teachable. Come and do this. In fact, in my team, when we had our quarterly session, one of the ladies said, anytime I say you're the one presents, you say, hey, Bumi today, hey, Bumi wahala, don't come. She said, and she knows me that I won't even look at their face at all. Even me, it's my woju uche. You think you're the only one that cannot breathe? We all know these things. And I'll say, can I see it? I go very formal with you. Move on to the next slide, and I'll tell your other team members to rate you. So you hear your performance from them. What do you need to do quickly? This is what you need to take away from this discussion. Technology. For those who buy new phones and they cannot configure their phone from the beginning, you are still in 1995. You are even born before me. You are in my mom's generation. You buy a new phone until you see that Chinenye, your teammate. Hey, it's Chinenye in IT that will help me to just move my old phone to the new phone. Guess what? You don't fit in today's world. You are in 1995. Tell yourself. So how do you move from 1995 to 2022? Learn how to print your documents yourself and scan. As we say it, is the day they give you a scanner, you will fall apart. That's why we know who you are. Productivity tools. See, this one is the list of them all. I see it on CVs, and guess what? Many people cannot even type. Microsoft Word, I can type. It's the day I say edit a document. They'll say the word is jumping to the next line, ma. It's been jumping, it's jumping. Jump with it. Go and hold it in the next line. Excel, as small as that application is, there are many jobs on this Excel. Many people, I was looking for an Excel expert. Guess how much they wanted to pay? $350K just to know Excel. It's not this Excel that you can't even put borders and rows, because they come to me and tell me I know Excel. Then the day I say, okay, do H lookup, they say, what's H lookup? Oh, they're more Excel, 9/10. I say, rate yourself. They tell me, 9/10. Are you Microsoft yourself? PowerPoint presentation. We gave somebody laptop. He was asking me, where is the PowerPoint in the laptop?
It's 1 more minute, ma'am. I'm sorry. We are totally enjoying this presentation. I am totally blown away.
And I've just telling you.
I see a lot of comments saying the time is too short for you. I believe so too.
So
but
what do we want to do? We want to beg you for 15 minutes. 15? Can we beg the entire team? Yes, because we're going to have questions before I go. Kelechi and
yes,
team.
so yes, ma'am. I wanted to suggest, ma, that we take 5 minutes for the presentations, and then take the next 10 minutes for questions.
Okay,
and then
great.
we would yes, we would expect that you begin to drop your questions now if you have any.
They have been dropping. I've been reading it and I've been laughing to hear.
Okay, ma'am. All right, ma'am.
So, PowerPoint, Canva, Visio, AutoCAD, Adobe Photoshop. You know what you do to yourself? Go and list them and ask yourself, which of them do you know how to use? See, this is the time where you are talking to yourself. You are having your own village meeting with yourself. Bumi, stop fooling yourself. This Excel, you don't know it. I don't know it. So let me write, I don't know Excel. What do I need to do? There are many free platforms. Allison.com, Coursera. Sit down with your laptop. Not everything TikTok. Please. Take collaboration tools. Guess what? The world has moved virtual, just like how we're having this session here. We ask candidates to come for interviews. It is that morning they will realize they have never been involved in the virtual training before. Then you're asking me, Some even put on their video while they are changing their clothes in their room. We can see them. They muted the mic, but they enabled the video. One was actually dressing up in front of the camera for interview. She joined 30 minutes before, and we were watching the entire film. Go and learn how to do this. Set up one. You and your younger sister. You in one room, your younger sister in another room. You'll be asking yourself, can you see me? Not come to the interview and be giving us all that. He already tells me that you are not able to fit in the workplace because so many meetings are done online. And here you are. You don't even know what online is. You just say, oh, it's online interview. Google Meet is for those who have Gmail accounts. If you don't have the Google app on your phone and you click on it that morning of the interview, I will not say more. Trello, Cisco WebEx, there are many of these platforms. So when you are sent an invite, you need to know the application that was sent to you. Download it ahead of the interview. Come that morning and say, I don't have the app. I'm just installing it. You have just wasted your time. You and your village people, you had a meeting overnight. That's all I will say. Strong ethics, integrity is the watchword. When would you finish this task? 2 p.m., 5 p.m., ensure 2 is 2. Communication, I cannot stress this enough. If you cannot speak plain English and write it down, not acronyms. Can we go to the next slide? This is like the last part of the presentation. Leadership, owning a task. You were given a job to do. Own it. It's yours. Don't come with excuses. They are not tenable. How would you feel when it's time for salary? Your employer tells you, oh, internet banking to pay the salary was not available. So salary is extended by 2 weeks. How do you feel? That's an excuse in the workplace too. Abi? So when it hurts you, it will hurt your employer. Demonstration of knowledge. Please, like I said, go and sit down and learn what you don't know. Don't fumble. Any mistake can cost your organization. Great network. Stop having everybody in your network, your WhatsApp status, who feel breathes. Ichoko, they will never bring jobs to you. Go on LinkedIn and follow people. Have career mentors. Follow them, check their LinkedIn posts. There are many people I follow myself. I pick. I hope I've been able to help 1 or 2 people today from all these tips. So next slide. I think we're done. So for you to get a job, those who are always curious, your CV, you can have 3 to 4 CVs for different positions. A customer service person can work as an admin. That same CV can apply. But by the time you are moving from customer service to HR, it's not the same CV. That CV is not paracetamol. It will not work. Have you joined multiple platforms that are recruitment agencies? Your interview skills, how do you sit? How do you comport yourself? What to say, what not to say? There's some information that are not necessary. Don't give us that story. How your last boss tried to disturb you. I gave it to him. Come on, keep that story. Do you volunteer for jobs? Are you available? Like this program now, some people would have volunteered to say, I want to be part of the organization. I want to be part of people coordinating it. You are going to learn 1 or 2 things. They'll say, they call me Scamandi. They don't want to pay anything. You are seated in your house for 3 good years. Nobody will still pay you. So it's better you put like hired in your CV and say you have learned this in hired. And you can put Kelechi as your reference. And she can say, oh yes, I can actually attest to this. That can cover that 3 years of doing nothing. Madam Instagram at home. Join online conversations. Go and learn a skill. Learn Canva. Learn this one. Written communication. We asked how many candidates to come and write tests. What was the question? A letter that one of their employees resigned and had taken a loan from our company. You are writing the HR. Oh my God. I have taken paracetamol like 4 times. I had to cover it during the week and ask the HR person that, please send the question again, because I'm seeing some answers and I can't even understand. And I'm seeing lots of abbreviations, WhatsApp abbreviation in a letter to HR. Learn to make beautiful presentations. PowerPoint, as small as it is, we told somebody, do 2 slides about yourself. The person was now, where is the PowerPoint application now? Where is it? Asking me in an interview. I said, maybe we need to go. Maybe it's in security department. PowerPoint will be there. Maybe we should call on the intercom. Say, the person was saying, okay, please, ma, I'm waiting. Help me make the call. PowerPoint in security department, and laptop is in front of you. The person could not go to the laptop and search PowerPoint app and start. Did not know it was clear. So I hope I've been able to address some issues. I'm here for Q&A now.
Wow. This has been table shaking and engaging, insightful, amazing, phenomenal. Thank you so much, Bumi. That was awesome. And we have a lot of comments in the comment section, a lot of comments, especially the table shaking comments. I think you've broken some table legs today. We are very grateful to you for this time. Thank you for this knowledge share. Thank you so much. I know that there are a few questions in the chat box, so I'll just go straight into it. Please, I thought we would see a lot of applause for our facilitator today. She's been great, to say the least. So let me go straight into the questions from the chat box. I see a question here from Folashade. I believe that some skills are better learned on the job. I have basic skills in Microsoft Office, but being an expert could require that you have been given an opportunity to gain experience using the various tech skills. That sounds more like a statement. But she's trying to say, do you believe that Microsoft Office tools would some of the learning should come from your on-the-job experience? Bumi, do you have anything to say? Oluwaseyi, please, can you mute your mic and disable your camera? Thank you.
Okay, so I quite agree with you, but there are some things you can also learn on your own. Can you give yourself a topic, and say you want to do a presentation on a certain topic? You know what that would do to you? It's going to make you research. You have many topics. What do you want to talk about today? Workplace, toxicity in the workplace. If you were given that topic, to do it on PowerPoint, do I need to work in an office to do that? No. So what do I do? What do I want to write about? Where do I do my research? I'll get YouTube videos. Do I want to add videos as part of the presentation? You know what that will do? It will make you learn other things. So tomorrow you are given any topic at work, you already have an idea of how the slides should be. So one of the basic things in PowerPoint is, what topic are you writing? Your organization, like I can see hired here, your colors are gray, black, and white, right? Pink. So if I were to do anything on PowerPoint, I will ensure I stick to those colors, right? So these are basic things. I don't even have to be in the workplace to learn PowerPoint. Give yourself different topics. In a month, pick a topic. Deal with it. Can you do 50 slides for one topic? Do you know that's quite challenging? Then you also sit tight yourself and say, I should be able to showcase it with videos, or I should be able to look for pictures, catching pictures. So what does that teach you? You're going to learn how to edit pictures to put in that PowerPoint. So guess what? You have already learned that whatever topic you are now given at work, when you get to the workplace, it's the same way we deal with it. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that response. I'm looking through the comment section and I'm not seeing a lot of questions. I'm seeing a lot of applause. I'm seeing a lot of appreciation and thanks. And some questions about hired, all those will be answered during the announcement. Thank you so much once again. A question just dropped, and I'll take just 2 more questions before we round off the session. My question from Veronica: how do I connect with Madam Bumi? Okay, Veronica, don't worry, you will connect with her. Her social media handles will be shared, and so you can follow her online. Another question from Ojima Ojo. She says, if you are transitioning from one field of career to another, for example, I studied agriculture in the undergraduate degree, but currently I have taken courses on data analysis and gradually becoming an expert in that field. Is it okay to reflect your course of study in your CV when applying for a data analyst role?
Okay, so I have transitioned like 4 jobs in 20 years. So I'm just going to give you, to let you know, like Kelechi said, I read computer engineering in the university. My first 6 years, I worked as an engineer, installing, VSAT and the rest. Yes, pulling cables. And after then, I realized that I wanted to learn more, just like what you're doing. You're reading agricultural science in the university. The first thing is you have a degree. That's all. You can be whoever you want to be, except medicine, that you have to go back to school because you're dealing with human life. In today's world, I even have people who don't even have a first degree and they're doing so well. So 6 years ago, we were recruiting for a certain travel and tours company, and they had gone to a Google meeting, and Google identified a certain young man as #1 in terms of in Nigeria. What does that mean? User experience. You know how you just check a website and say, oh, the layout is beautiful. That guy is #1 in Nigeria. Guess what? He doesn't have a BSc. Yes, #1. So we were meant to poach him from that company to the travels and tours company. He came for the interview and they opened their website and said, tell us 10 things that are wrong. He took over the presentation, this, and he explained everything. There and there, they doubled his salary. And by the time we were doing our HR check, we realized that he did not have BSc. Because I brought it up and I said, you asked me to look for this young man, but he doesn't have BSc, which is one of your requirements to hire. HR said they will give him a waiver. Why? Because Google identified him as #1. So I'm just trying to tell you that don't let your BSc, your first degree, be a barrier. I love the fact that you have gone into data science. What have you learned along the way? Look for internship camps. What I mean, offer yourself for volunteer work because you are crossing. As for companies who are into that, tell them you want to help them. You put the name of that company on your CV. They will never dispute that they don't know you worked with them, even if they did not pay you. Their name is there. Their name alone is going to open doors in the next place for you. Bam. Do you understand?
Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And there are just a few other questions dropping, but looking at them, I think the workplace leaders can provide responses. Can we have access to her slide? What is the meaning of key performance, key KPI? Somebody already answered. Thank you very much. Someone says, wow, 4 jobs. Thank you, Ma. I thought it would make me seem unserious and without direction. Thank you so much for this. You have just said, this is my main takeaway from your session. Thank you. Another one says, very impressive session, madam. Thank you. Just one more question before we go. She says, I have a vast knowledge in Microsoft Office tools, ranging from PowerPoint to PowerPoint, I think maybe Excel, but I haven't landed a job yet. I have volunteered for various organizations. How do I get a job without an actual experience?
So you're looking for a job. You are not specific on the area. There are many jobs out there. If you want to be a software developer, if you want a job as a software, I can give you like today. Are you one? Do you have the skills? So when you're saying you're looking for a job, I don't think, we just say, I'm just looking for a job. That's where you would lose someone like me. It's like filling your JAM form, and you see in the JAM brochure, there are courses there. There's nothing like any job. You must sit down and ask yourself, do I want to start as a customer service person or a front desk officer? So that I can even get into an organization, learn how to interact with people. From there, you can move to customer service. From customer service, do I like that admin work? Do I like to coordinate things? I think I like how, she's always been the one in charge of any event in the office. Can I be assisting her? Before you know it, when there's an opening, you'll be the first to say, no, put Ruth in that position. She's always helping Damilola. Nobody would, but you know what you do? You sit in your spot. I was only hired for front desk. It's not part of my job description. Then you sit in that your corner for 6 years, then you say you are frustrated. You see many things happening in the office. You are not volunteering to even support, join, the department. Can I help you to arrange the desk? Can I be part of it? Can I help you to share flyers that day? You know what you are doing? You are making yourself available. Tomorrow they'll say, we want to set up a committee. Can you help me call that lady? That lady, she's warm. She wants to learn. Once there's opening in that department, everybody will fight to bring you on board. That's what we should all be doing. So,
thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Bumi. I mean, I've heard so much about you, but my experience today totally blew me away. Totally. Thank you so much for this amazing session. You were very real, very practical. These are indeed very relatable. I have stories. Trust me, I have a lot of stories. And the experiences also. I'm sure that if you have been in this call today, you have picked at least one lesson at minimum to go home with and practice and put into practice to be a better person in your workplace, in your field, and in your quest for getting a better opportunity out there. Once again, I would like us to just send our appreciation to our dear facilitator, Bumi Teru, today. Please send your appreciation to the chat room. Use also the smiley if you can locate that on your screen. Thank you so much, Bumi. We are very grateful to have you today. There are so many applause in the chat box. Saying great presentation, super well done, ma'am. We celebrate great knowledge and wisdom from you. A lot of hand clap. This has been worth my while. This is wonderful, impressive lessons. This is awesome insight, educative, excellent and educative presentation. She was phenomenal. Thank you. I learned a lot. Thank you. There's been a lot of appreciation going into the chat box for you. Thank you so much, Bumi Teru, on behalf of the Workplace Women. We will be moving on to the next point in the agenda, and that is simply to introduce the Workplace Women founder and co-founders, and then we move straight to the announcement, and then we move straight into the speed interview session. Please stay with us. We have a few announcements to make on how we progress from this session into the speed interview session. Just remain calm. All your questions about Hired will be answered during the announcement. At this point, I would like to welcome our talent engagement for Hired, who is also a co-founder, to share the screen for the introduction of the Workplace Women Leaders. Thank you. Ruth.
Like Casey said, you really need to learn how to mute and unmute. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bumi Teru. That was amazing. I didn't want it to
Ruth,
end.
can you use your presentation mode? Thank you.
Yes, I'm coming to that. I'm trying to get it up as I'm talking. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bumi. As I was saying, thank you for your presentation. Amazing. Sorry about the whole, okay, from current slide. Okay, so thank you, Shola. So I'm going to be introducing our founder. Kelechi Mba is a multiple award-winning growth hack expert. She's a tech evangelist, a gig economy advocate, a speaker with 16 years of working experience spanning through marketing, sales, business development across blue chip companies, Pan-African mid-sized enterprises and startups in the telecoms, media consulting, and technology industry. She has a background degree in biomedical sciences and post-certified in customer service management, business and entrepreneurship, as well as accelerating sales performance. She's currently the Chief Marketing Officer at Digital Jewels. She's also the certified management consultant, a fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants, an accredited mediator at the Lagos Multi-Door Courthouse, and a certified copyright scholar from the Harvard Law School, as well as the Berkman Klein Center in conjunction with the Nigerian Institute of Advanced Legal Studies. Kelechi is a mentor of mentors and a wife and mom of 4. So Kelechi Mba is our mentor, founder, sorry about that. And I'll just be introducing myself. It seems very awkward to...
Can I take your introduction, please?
Thank you. To remove the awkwardness. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ruth. We're introducing our co-founder, Ruth Ekwe. She's the one who just yielded the mic to me now. She is a global professional human resources and an associate chartered institute personnel management. Ruth has a background in engineering and experience in communication and development, talent management, employee engagement, employer branding, recruitment, marketing, and strategy. She is a John Maxwell certified coach. Give me a moment. Personal transformation coach, speaker, trainer, social entrepreneur, human resource professional, literary learning advocate, and author of the best-selling memoir, Sugar and Spice, The Making of a Woman, which inspired the creation of a Sugar and Spice mentorship experience, SASME, a structured coaching program for women and girls, the Sugar and Spice Network, and the YouTube channel Where Sugar Meets Spice. She shares thoughts and insights regularly on social media and professional media platforms via her blog post, The Truth by Ruth. Ruth is a wife of 1 husband and the mother of 3 children. She also mentors many ladies. A round of applause for our co-founder, Ruth Ekwe. Thank you.
Thank you, Shola. So now you hand over back to me so I can introduce our second co-founder. Shola Odeinde is our co-founder. She is a certified human resource management professional and senior certified professional by the prestigious HRCI and SHRM USA, with over 16 years of experience aligning HR strategy to business goals across various HR functions and various industries. She's currently the human resource business partner for the corporate, technical, and services division at Floor Mills of Nigeria PLC, where she provides strategic HR leadership to 6 business units, including human resources, general management, business assurance, power plant, health safety, and environment, as well as technical services. I want to add that Shola is married to 1 and the mother of 2 precious girls. Let's put our hands together for all of us, all ourselves, not just the co-founders, because without you, we'll not be here. So let's all put our hands together for ourselves. Virtual hand clap as I stop sharing. Thank you very much, Shola. I'm handing over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruth, and thank you also to the rest of the leaders of workplace women. Unfortunately, because of our time, we're not able to showcase all our leaders. But can all our leaders just please put on your camera so that we can recognize you? And thank you. Just in a moment. Thank you. Please put on your camera, all the leaders of workplace women. Thank you. We recognize you. We appreciate you. You're great. You're phenomenal. Thank you so much for all the work that you do at Workplace Women. All right. I think it's a good time to take a snapshot of the screen, if you can, and save it for yourself. Thank you. All right, moving on, because the speed interview commences exactly 12 noon, and we do not intend to keep our partnering organizations waiting. Neither do we want to keep all our talents who have been shortlisted for various roles waiting. We will move straight into the next thing on the agenda, which would be announcements and housekeeping rules on the speed interview session. And this will be taken by our co-founder, Kelechi. Kelechi, the floor is now yours.
Thank you so much, Shola. Double HR. You know, when the profile was being read, I said, double HR was not added to this profile. No. This profile is not complete. Thank you so much. I'll take the quickly, but permit me again, it would never be enough to keep saying thank you. As we say the thank you, do not just see it as a vote of thanks to end. And that is because this room will not shut down till we finish our interviews. Some interviews have been scheduled, and in their different breakout rooms may last. Some of those interviews may last till 3 p.m. Some may last till 2 p.m. Some may even last till 4 p.m. But this particular room will not shut down because we already have the links to those rooms, and the people who are to be in the different rooms will simply log into their rooms. It was important I stated that at that time, even before I begin to say thank you. So again, a big thank you to the entire team. Thank you so much, Ruth Egbe. You're such an awesome partner to work with. Thank you so much, HR, double HR. Thank you so much, Omoye Oame. You're an unusual data expert. Take it from me. You're an unusual one. Thank you for being behind the scenes. Thank you for being a strong engine room. Thank you for being the data storyteller. I love women in technology. I love brilliant minds. Thank you so much, Angeli, for the logistics. Thank you. Sales experts with a difference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chisum. Thank you, our agency banking guru, who also doubles up as a VP on this platform for the Lagos chapter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stella. I've been seeing you drop in and out of the room. It's the thing for the virtual world. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone who logged on to participate. Of course, a big thanks had gone to Bumiteru. I saw she had logged off immediately after the session. And an awesome thanks to our participating organizations. At this point, it's important that I state clearly that this is a social impact organization, and that everything that we have done within the quarter to prepare for this program, to prepare the different people who are members of the Workplace Women Network, of course, has been free and is still free. The participating organizations are here on a free basis. The people to be interviewed are here on a free basis. So I have been an organizer for job fairs. There's a remarkable one. You can go online and look for it. Final place, final class. final class took place. I think you would see the 2014 edition on YouTube. We had it in Unilag in the large auditorium. We had over 2,000 participants physically. You know, it was a physical event, and of course that one was a paid event. So it's important that I emphasize that this was a free event. And at this point, I'd want to quickly go into how this will play. We have organizations who had sent in their requests, who had sent in the skills that they needed to fill, the roles that they needed to fill in their various organizations. And we had made a call for CVs. And what we did was to shortlist the CVs according to the demand. So it was a push and pull approach according to the demand that was placed. We looked out for those roles and we shortlisted for those roles. Beyond shortlisting for those roles, what we have done is to provide links for all employers and all those who have been pre-shortlisted. So I see a lot of people say, oh, I don't know if I have an interview. What I would say, because we won't outrightly know, is that you check your mailboxes. If you were contacted, if you were sent a text message, you probably need to check. You need to check your spam mail. But I know we sent a minimum of 2-3 mails to you if you were shortlisted. We sent a text message to you if you were shortlisted, and then for the roles that we had taken. That leaves us with those who were not shortlisted. You could have submitted your CV and realized you were not shortlisted. It doesn't mean you were not great. We're still looking through those CVs to know the CVs that, you know, have some content. Maybe after now we'll send mails to that effect, speaking to that. However, the interview slots have been scheduled to kick off at 12. What it simply means is that the link you had received, I saw someone just say, I didn't get for the preparatory clinic. The preparatory clinic held on Thursday. We had a preparatory clinic where we had 3 coaches. We had Coach Ramato, we had Coach Ruth, we had Coach Shola, take you through what your CV should look, what your interview, what you're expected to do in an interview, whether today or at any time. And so those people are the people we have prepared for our participating organizations. When it is your time slot, we expect that you log into your room. In that room, you would have an interview moderator. So we have a moderator for every room. You have the moderator who would anchor the session. It is a speed interview session. By that, we're simply saying that what this can afford you is a first level chat. So I have sat in an interview session, especially with a board member of the organization I was going into, and I spent close to 1 hour, 45 minutes. That was how much I was drilled on the presentation I had made. For this is a first level chat. We want that first intro, that first level. Remember when I spoke about being empowered? We want you to show your face. So that slang or that song will say, your face show, your shoe show, right? So that's exactly what we're doing for you. For your face to show. Let the employer meet you. And once that employer has met you, you have 2 questions to answer. Those 2 questions are simple. Tell us about yourself and why you are the best for this role. You have a maximum of 15 minutes in that room. We expect that between 5 and 7 minutes, you should have told us about yourself. Bumitaru did a fantastic job without even knowing that aspect would be needed by you to state, to show you how you should do that first level introduction. Quickly tell us about the things where you've been that are relevant to that role. Please do not go there and tell the participating organizers you're the 4th of 7 children. Please, it's important I reemphasize that. And so you have 5 to 7 minutes to tell us about yourself and why you're the best fit for the role. So you can leave about 7 minutes for the hiring organization to ask you a question, at least one if they have. Because once it's 15 minutes, your session is over. The moderator will be appealing to you to log out of the room so that the interviewer, the hiring organization representative, can take on the next person. So we would not expect the hiring organization to leave the room till they are done with their list. However, the candidates would need to log out once it's 15 minutes. Once it's 15 minutes, you'll be expected to leave the room. So if you spend the entire 14, 15 minutes telling us about yourself and about how you're the best fit for the role, you would leave no opportunity for the employer to at least get to know you a bit more, which is not bad. If you feel you need the entire 15 minutes to pitch yourself, please do so. The employer would have taken notes if you're someone that organization would want to advance to the next stage. Again, it's important that I emphasize that these are not mock interviews. These are real interviews, real roles, real organizations, and we expect you to put in your best for that session, within that session. When your interview is done, so the question would be, what next? For us as workplace women, remember that we're your intermediary between these organizations. For us, what it would be is that after this event, we would reach out to the participating organizations who would inform us of who they are taking to the next level. And once that is done, you can then meet the organizations going further. It may be a second level, it may require a third level, it may require a fourth level, as the case may be. And as the case may be is not a workplace women process. It is a process of the hiring organization. Our job was to do some sort of matchmaking for both of you to meet. And I believe with this platform, we've been able to achieve that. I don't think there's any question I have left out in the entire process. And so it means we would revert to you. If you've taken the interview, we'll revert to you. At any point in time, if you lose your way, so to go into your room, you already have a link. If you're shortlisted, you can just click on it once it's your time to go into that room. At every point in time where you can't find your way, please find the original link that you used to join this event, which is this room where we're sitting in. You know, the peculiarity of this event is that it is virtual, right? It's not a physical event. So if you're missing your way at any point, just find your way back here. You let us know, and then we can quickly help you find that room back where your hiring organization is. This room will not shut down till every breakout room, till every breakout link has finished their interviews. This room will not be shut down till every breakout room have finished their interviews. So in other words, you can either sit in here while you wait for your time slot, or you can log out if you wish and join when it's your time slot. Remember, what we can do is to sit in here and answer questions for anyone else who has while you go into your breakout rooms. So I see we still have 16 minutes. Is there anything I have left out? Because 5 minutes to that time, moderators will be leaving for their rooms to wait for the hiring organization and you, the candidate that has been shortlisted for the role, not just that applied. And then lastly, I want to say that if you sent a CV, it means there's a CV bank. Beyond our guest speaker today, who is Moderator, Shola, our co-founder, is a hiring professional. You have Ruth as a hiring professional. For our guest speaker, she runs a full talent hunt organization. And so while this is free, on that platform, it's not going to be free for you. It's important that you know that. And even if we send people to her, she will be doing it on the premise of the workplace women. I do not have her mandate to do that for her. However, I can find out if she's willing to do that, meaning that all of the people we probably send from the workplace women You probably would be exceptional, and we've heard it today that being exceptional doesn't necessarily mean that you have 1 billion degrees. It just means that you have some of those aptitude, whether by skill or by qualification that has been shown, right? So I do not have a mandate, but we can request to know that beyond the roles we're filling today, if she has roles, we would find out if she's willing to offer you those services pro bono. This is the one that is pro bono. I think I've been able to capture all from the things I have lined up here. I think I have touched on everything that was spoken or that is required. If there's anything I have left out, dear co-founders, dear leaders, can you quickly point me to it? In the absence of it, I think what we'll just keep sharing on our screen, if need be, is our thank you message. I'm sure you have it, Omo. You can just let us, yes, you can just have that when we go to our different rooms. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions that I haven't addressed? Let me look into. So Anna is saying, I just realized that the interview clinic was sent to my spam mail. Does that mean the interview clinic was an event to prepare you? It held, yes, it held on Thursday to prepare you. Find out if you were shortlisted, Anna. Check if you were shortlisted for any role, for any organization. Check your spam mail. I got mails as regarding this event and the interview clinic, but none specifying any interview. Does that mean I am shortlisted? What you should be asking is, does that mean I am not shortlisted? Because if you were shortlisted, you would get it to say you have been shortlisted for XYZ role. I only got message, both email and text message, no job role to join this meeting. No job role to join this meeting. Blessing Ekerenam, sincere apologies. I really do not understand that question. I'm trying to scroll up to see if there are other questions. I got the link for the pre-interview clinic. That's all I got. If you got the link for the pre-interview clinic, Chinenye, trust me, that was in a mail. You would have gotten other mails that followed. Every single day had a mail going to anyone who sent in contact details to the workplace women. Please, can I send my CV? Of course, we won't stop anyone from sending further CVs to those email addresses that have been provided. However, if it is for today's event, no. If you have not been pre-shortlisted, it was a lot of work because we wanted to ensure that our hiring organizations get the best. We didn't want them to come here and waste their time because they need to fill those roles in their organizations. So if you didn't get it, sincere apologies, it means you were not shortlisted. I only got the link for this meeting in my SMS inbox. You probably need to check your mails again. And then permit me to say that as a workplace woman or as a woman who intends to work, build an email visit culture. Build it personally. The same way you look at WhatsApp from time to time is the same way you should always take a quick glance at your mails. And then a minimum of 24, 48 hours, always check your spam mails. All right, dear partners, yes, this is from a co-founder. I didn't get the link. I only got the link for the interview clinic. If you got the link for the interview clinic, you probably were not shortlisted, but you would have gotten other information. Thank you for the question. Is it for Nigerians only? No, I wouldn't say it's for Nigerians only because some of those jobs, some of the roles, you may have one or two who expects that people sit remotely. I think that would be for the hiring organization to conclude on, but the world has gone remote. People sit here and do carry out tasks across different regions. In the capacity that I sit in my workplace, I have services that I sell across the CEMEA region, and I have partners that I manage in those regions while I sit in my corner here to attend to all of that. Dear team, please, I do not have a link to access the candidate's CV shortlisted for my role. I have sent a mail to this effect, but have no response yet. That is a hiring organization representative. I'm sure this person must have been attended to. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am. Shola, kindly respond to that. Good morning. I got an invite for a speed interview. At this stage, do we have an idea of the company or organization? Of course, when you get into the room, you would get to know who the company is, because it will be mentioned, right? Maybe if it was not a speed level interview and you needed to make presentations and all of that, you needed the knowledge of the organization, we would have let you know. However, a speed level interview did not require that you know that. So I guess that answers the question. I do not see other questions regarding the, when sending CV, should we specify a desired role in our cover letter? Yes, I think that's smart. That's smart. If the skills you have built are very unilateral, yes, you can. Some people have built multilateral skills, and usually at such times, I would suggest that they have it in different CVs. And then, of course, you brand it, you caption it. It cuts the job by half. How can we connect with Bumiteru? Bumiteru, if you go on LinkedIn, look for Bumiteru, you saw her titles, you'll be able to meet with her. If you want a one-on-one connection, yes, we can take this after now. When sending CV, should we? I have answered that. How often can we be having this kind of coaching? Yes, we meet monthly. We have a monthly breakfast meeting that is usually virtual, and then quarterly projects. So of course, this is one of the quarterly projects. So Vera, going forward, you'll be getting mails that speak to our breakfast meeting where we will have you. So the breakfast meeting looks like the first part of this event that we just held. It just looks like the first part of this event. I expect that by 11:55, everyone who is a moderator can log out of this room and go to their private rooms where they will be interfacing with the hiring organization and the candidates. So Vera Miko, it's a monthly meeting. You would definitely get the details going forward. I didn't receive any other email apart from the one acknowledging receipt of my CV. Please, how do I get shortlisted for future roles? So two things, there has to be a demand. The ones shortlisted today were shortlisted because that was the demand placed. Head of finance, IT business partner, administrator, senior HR, global talent professional, sales executives, customer service for the aviation industry. So those were the ones required. So you can actually have a great CV, a great set of skills, and you were not shortlisted. It's because there's no organization at the moment that demanded for your skill set. So how do you get shortlisted for future roles? Yes, what would definitely happen is we would expect that if we're reached out to, so beyond the workplace women and beyond the people who have reached out to us for this event, our network that includes headhunters, headhunting organizations, talent banks, who know us as a social impact organization, we will always be willing to share your CV with them so they can take that ahead, with you. Okay, and so even while you speak to us here at Hired, when you enter your rooms, you will see that the different hiring organizations are branded with their own organizations and not Hired. All right, it's 11:55. We will still be here. I will still be in this room. I expect that interview moderators should have left at this time. So interview moderators, kindly leave to your rooms. And then from 12 o'clock, the interview starts in the various rooms. I think we have about 10 rooms today. I wish every candidate best of luck, best of fortune, best of grace as you take this on. Like I said again, because I see people dropping it out and coming in, this room will not be shut down. We will all just be here silent, those of us who are either waiting for our time slots or who just want to be here till the end. For sure, we checked from in all our rooms to know that all interviews have begun. It's 11:55. I'll yield the mic now to you, Shola, peradventure there's anything left out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a lot of information for us. Thank you, Kelechi. At this point, I would like to say thank you to our participating organization and also request that you check your emails for your joining link into the interview room. Your interview coordinators are already in the room waiting to admit you and definitely interact a bit with you before the interviews commence at 12 noon. Please, if you have any question in the course of this event, drop it in the chat box and we will be there to attend to all your questions. Thank you very much once again. Omo, can we have the slide? Thank you.
I can put out.